Caitlin Clark has finally broken her silence, and she didn't need to drop a tweet, call anyone out, or start drama. She let her game speak louder than ever. After all the noise, the hate, the constant pressure, and the spotlight that follows, her every move, Caitlin Clark led the Indiana Fever to a dominant win over the Minnesota Lynx and secured the Commissioner's Cup in style. This wasn't just a regular season game. This was personal. This was about respect. This was about legacy. And for Caitlin, this was about finally shifting the narrative that's been swirling around her since draft night. The Indiana Fever didn't come into this matchup as favorites. Despite the recent improvements, they were still looked at as a young developing team, not a serious threat. But on this night, they played like champions. From tip-off, it was obvious something was different. The energy was electric. The pace was relentless. And the Fever came out with a point to prove. Caitlin Clark wasted no time making her presence known. She sank her first three from deep, off a high screen from Aliyah Boston, and the building erupted. That was the tone setter. But it didn't stop there. Caitlin attacked the rim, dropped dimes in transition, and orchestrated the offense like a seasoned vet. She looked confident, calm, and absolutely locked in. She ended the night with 28 points, 10 assists, 6 rebounds, and a highlight reel that had the entire internet talking within minutes. And yet it wasn't just about the numbers. It was about the way she did it. Her body language screamed leadership. Her decisions were sharp. She didn't force shots or play hero ball. She elevated everyone around her. Aliyah Boston feasted inside. Nalisa Smith was dominant on both ends. And Kelsey Mitchell brought that veteran poise. The Fever looked like a complete, cohesive unit. Finally, Minnesota had no answers. They tried switching on screens. They went zone. They even tried to trap Caitlin mid-court, but it didn't matter. The Fever read every adjustment and kept pushing. At one point in the third quarter, Indiana went on a 14-2 run with Caitlin hitting back-to-back threes, including one from the logo. You could see it in the Lynx's faces. They were stunned, but the moment everyone was waiting for came after the game. With cameras rolling, mics in her face, and thousands watching live, Caitlin Clark finally broke her silence. Not about any specific controversy, but about all of it: the pressure, the criticism, the media narratives. She stood at that podium, looked dead into the camera, and said, "I know there's been a lot said about me, but I'm focused on this. Team, we're growing, we're fighting. Tonight we showed what we're capable of. I'm proud of this group, and we're just getting started." Boom. No shade. No drama. Just facts. That's the kind of leadership that turns a rookie into a franchise cornerstone. And let's be honest, Caitlin's had every reason to snap back. The past few weeks haven't been easy. She's been body-checked mid-play, left off the Olympic roster, criticized by other players, and dissected by sports media every time she misses a shot. There's no one in the WNBA who faces more scrutiny than her. Yet she stays locked in, doesn't make excuses, and now she's winning meaningful games. And this wasn't just any win. The Commissioner's Cup might not be the WNBA Finals, but it's a statement. It's proof that Indiana is no longer a team to overlook. Caitlin Clark is not just a social media star. She's a legit baller who's adjusting fast to the pro game. Social media exploded after the final buzzer. One clip of Caitlin's deep three racked up over 2 million views in under 12 hours. Fans were flooding X, TikTok, and Instagram with comments like, "She's here to stay." And Caitlin silenced the haters tonight. Even analysts who were once skeptical about her fit in the WNBA admitted they were impressed. "She's grown. She's stronger. Her decision-making is on point," said one ESPN analyst. "And she's clearly learning how to lead." You can feel the shift happening. The Fever are no longer just Caitlin's team. They're starting to form a real identity. They're fast, physical, unselfish, and gritty. The chemistry is clicking. Players are trusting each other. The wins are coming. They've now won 7 of their last 9 games and look like a team that no one wants to face down the stretch. Caitlin's growth is undeniable. Early in the season, you saw her forcing shots, getting frustrated with the contact, trying to do too much. She's picking her spots, setting up teammates, and letting the game come to her. That's the sign of a player who's adjusting, not just surviving, but evolving. But make no mistake, the target on her back is still there. Every team wants to shut her down. Every player wants to outplay her, and every critic is waiting. For her to fail, that's the price of fame. That's the burden of being a star in the modern era, and Caitlyn knows it. But now she's responding with wins. With leadership, a silence that speaks volumes. So where does she go from here? Can the Fever ride this momentum into the playoffs? Will Caitlyn continue to silence her doubters? And can she handle the pressure as expectations rise? If this game was any indication, the answer is yes. Because on this night, Caitlin Clark didn't just play well, she led her team to a championship moment. And she reminded the world why she was the #1 pick, why fans pack arenas to watch her, and why you should never doubt someone who keeps showing up game after game, no matter the noise. Let us know in the comments. Do you think this is the start of something special for the Fever? Is Caitlin Clark officially in her takeover era? And how far can this young squad go if they keep building like this? Hit that like button if you're riding with Caitlin. And don't forget to subscribe for all the latest WNBA drama, highlights, and hot takes right here.